everyone. Hello everyone. In this video we will see how to create a 1D mesh by using HyperMesh. So to create a 1D mesh, first of all we will create the nodes. So go to the option that is 1D. First we will create a geometry. So in this geometry option, go to nodes and we will create the node. These are the coordinates. In earlier videos you can see how to create the nodes, that is explained in detail there. So these three nodes we have created. So once the node is created, we will go to the option that is 1D. Geometry and lines. Now select the first node and second node and click on the create option, so the line is created. Same way, first node, second node, so thus we have created a line. Now in this, on the left side, we'll first create a material. So consider it as a steel material. And click on the option. Now these are the material properties. See, this is the Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio. So these values we can modify it and go to the option return. So to create a 1D mesh, we need to go to the option that is this 1D and Hyperbeam. In Hyperbeam we can select the standard section. So here it is a standard section, radio button is on. We'll create thin wall box. Create it. Now see on the right side here, that is moment of inertia, centroidal, and polar moment of inertia, radius of gyration. All these are calculated for this section. From this side you can modify the dimension of the box as well. So now the box section is created. Again go to this option that is model view. If we want to create more standard sections, so again we can click on here, go to the option solid circle, create. So see again circle section 2, that is solid circle is created. Again go to the option model. Now once the section is defined and material is finalized, now we need to create the property here. Create property. So here there are different options available. So out of that we will select 1D. So first we will create a rod element. Now this is a 1D element. Rod elements are basically used where there is only a tension and compression type of load. So select this P rod. Now from here we can define the section of the beam as well. So if we click on this box, now here whatever the sections we have created, those are open. Box section 1, circle section 2. So I am selecting here as a box section and click on the create button. So for the box section, again the properties, geometrical properties are available here, and click on return button. Now in this 1D option we need to go to this simple line mesh and select the line. So after selecting the line, next we need to select the type of property we want to assign to it. So rod property we have created, and if you click on this property tab here somewhere in the middle, so this rod option we need to select it again. So that's once it is selected, then only the rod property will be assigned. And now click on the mesh. So we can increase its density. Suppose I am increasing it to 25 and press the scroll key and go to the option return. Now see the mesh is not visible, so we need to go to this option, that is a 3D element representation. Now if you click on Ctrl plus left mouse key, so see this box section is visible to us. So same way we can assign bar property to the second line. So again go to the property, right click, create property. Now from here we can select the option that is bar element, P bar. Here name you can type it as bar. This bar elements can be used for the symmetric cross sections, and go to the option create. Now here we will assign here the beam section to it. So I am assigning circle section 2 and go to the option create and return. Now in 1D go to the option that is line mesh and select it, press the scroll key and go to the option return. So now here the bar property is assigned. So if you go to the card edit option, so thus the bar properties assigned to the second line as well.